Hello math learners, so for today we're going to proceed in electric potential, energy, and electric potential. So, kung babasahin natin ang una yung lesson natin, para tayo sirang plaka. May energy and merong wala. Pero magkaiba yan. So, to see their difference, just watch this video till the end. So, let us start. Let us begin. What is electric potential energy? It is the energy a charged object possesses due to its position in an electric field. More precisely, it is the work done to bring a charge from a reference point, usually minsan nag-ano siya infinite, to a specific point against the electric force. So, ito pa yung formula natin. So, medyo malapit siya dun sa formula ni Coulomb's law, pero ito kasi, yung R niya, hindi siya naka-squared. Okay? Para siya sa electric force, kaso nakaano siya, yung R niya naka-squared. Tapos ang unit niya, Newton. Ito, it has the electric potential energy, it has the unit of joules. 'Di ba kahit sa work energy, kinetic energy, mga related doon is the unit has joules. And yung K, same pa rin naman ng value. So, that is a Coulomb's constant. Then, Q1 and Q2 are the electric charges, which has the unit of Coulomb. R is separated distance from two charges rather. What about electric potential? Electric potential is the electric potential energy per unit charge at the unit specific point in the electric field. It tells you how much an energy a 1 coulomb positive charge would have that at point. So, it is a scalar quantity measured in volts. So, unit niya is volts or equivalent to joules per coulomb. It describes that electric pressure that pushes charges. In simple terms, that electric potential shows how much energy is available to move a charge at a given location in an electric field. So, napakasimple lang po ng ating formula where V is electric potential. So, electric potential energy has the unit of joules, while this one has the the unit of volts. If how much the energy moves in an amount of charge. Okay? U has the electric potential energy or joules and has the charge. Excuse me. Let's have the derivation of formula. So, tandaan natin yung U has this formula. And try lang natin substitute. Ayan. Tapos, magka-cancel lang tayo. And ito na, isa pang formula for electric potential when there's no given na electric potential energy. At ang given mo lang na meron ay yung charge at yung distance. Yung K, alam naman natin yung value. So, for expansion of knowledge, let's have solve problem number 1. A small metal sphere carrying a charge of 6 microcoulomb is fixed in place. A second sphere carrying a charge negative 4 microcoulomb is initially very far away. How much work is done by the electric field when the second sphere is released from infinity and moves at point 0.25 meter from the first sphere? So, ito daw yung ano natin. 4 microcoulomb. Then, ito daw ay meron tayo 6. Then, the second sphere daw kasi nagkataon sa animation ko, nauna yung 4. Pero yun, lumayo daw siya from the 6 microcoulomb na with the measure of 0.25 meters. Meron daw siya measure na 0.25 meters. No? Ngayon, so meron tayong formula na K is equal to Q1, Q2, then direct substitution tayo. And we will get negative 0.864 joules. So, try na sa calcio, then we're going to estimate to 3 decimal places. So, it is attractive. Kasi 'di ba, meron tayong sign conventions kaya ko last videos. Pag negative, it is attractive. Kapag ka otherwise or positive siya, that is repulsive or naghihiwalay sila. Okay? So, next problem. Calculate the amount of electric potential energy possessed by 2.52 times 10 raised to negative 10 coulomb at a point where the electric potential is 4.7 volts. So, ano formula gagamitin natin? Ito lang. Kasi may given ka na electric potential, electric potential. Tapos, ang hinahanap is yung potential energy. At meron ka rin given na charge. Yeah, so, basic lang. Then, direct substitution. Kasi i-ano mo lang to itong part na to, i-multiply mo lang dito. At makakancel yung coulomb. So, in unit analysis, joules ang mag-unit natin dito. Ngayon, kapag pinag-multiply nyo itong dalawa na to, ang lalabas is mayroon tayong 1.184 times 10 raised to negative 9 joules. Pwede na rito sagot na ito na naka-scientific notation. No? Pero, mas maganda kung gagamitin din natin siya ng engineering notation. Ano ba ang notation kapag 10 raised to negative 9? Kung babalikan natin yung kung naturo ng units of measurement, kapag 10 raised to negative 9, that has the prefix of nano or N. So, we have 1.184 nanojoules. Diba? Basic lang, diba? So, di magiging komplikado to lesson na to. Siguro, sa physics, isa rin to sa madaling lesson ng General Physics 2. General Physics 1, syempre, nung naturo ko sa inyo, units of measurement, napakadali lang yan. Error propagation. Vectors, ewan kung madali lang sa inyo. Pero para sa akin, isa rin sa mga madali. Isa rin to. Isa rin to siguro kasi, lang siya kumbaga, di ba, kung mga natutunan nyo before mga grade 7 kayo, mga triangle, like this one. This is V, Q, U. Mga ganyan. Ganyan na ganyan yung lesson nyo for this lesson. Exclusively about this lesson. Ngayon, let's solve problem number 3. I guess last problem ko to. So, medyo mabilis lang, no? So, two charges, Q1 and Q2 are 4 microcoulomb and kapag sabi natin microcoulomb, munti ka na baka. So, for everyone's confusion, it has times 10 raised to negative 6. That is how micro. Yung nano, sinasabi ko sa inyo, ito yun. Times 10 raised to negative 9. Kapag, pico, times 10 raised to negative 12. Ano pa? Ito, pag M, or milli, times 10 raised to negative 3. And so on, and so forth. Excuse me. So, siguro sa edit ko, i-skip ko lahat yun. So, we have positive for microcoulomb and hiwalay siya dito. When they are 5 meters away, calculate the electric potential at point A that is placed between Q1 and Q2 and it's 3.5 away from Q1. Ang Q1 natin dito since binanggit sila respectively. Una binanggit si Q1, ano si Q1? Ito. Otherwise, Q2. It has measure 5 meters. At sabi, yung point A daw ay 3.5 meters separated from Q1. So, kung 3.5 mula dyan, ano yung sa kabila? 1.5. Kalkulahin natin. So, ito yung magiging formula natin. And, ayan. For Q1, KQ1 are 8 to 1. Yung distance. Ngayon, so, translate lang natin siya, itong part na to. Kasi ito yun micro. So, may have 10,285.714 volts. Kalkulahin din natin yung sa kabila. Ayan. Next, and meron tayo nito. Negative siya kasi negative ito. Huwag natin di-disregard yung sign. Ngayon, para makuha natin literal kung ano yung ng point A, so direct substitution lang to saka ito. summation. Pag-add nyo kung ano yung nakakonekta sa point A. Ayan. So, tapos, kapag inano yan, din meron tayo, negative 31,714.286. So, para din sa ano natin, for betterment, gamit tayo ng scientific notation. Scientific notation. Then, to the left. Kagaya ng sabi ko, ayan, kasi ano siya, negative kasi yung point A. So, saan siya mag-a-attract? Eto, hindi naman pwede mag-ano yung same sign. Hindi pwede. So, dito siya pupunta. 'Di ba? Ganun lang. Kasi para isipin niya, it's like a magnet. Yan yung sabi natin na the opposite always attracts. Kahit naman sa love life, 'di ba? 'Di ba? Kahit naman sa love life, ganto ka, tapos siya, iba sa'yo. So, yun nga yung madalas yung mga nagkakatuluyan eh. Parang dito lang din. Opposite attracts. Yun. Oh, may bago naman trailer tayo. So, these are the benefits that you can try it by yourself. Ito yung sasabi sa inyo, paano pag PC, hindi yan pancit canton. That is pico coulomb. Baka sabihin nito, meron po tayo 7.58 na pancit canton. Okay. Well done. So, hopefully, nag-gets natin yung lesson na to. And, alam niyo, sa totoo lang, medyo natuwa din ako. Kasi itong camera na to, pwede na pala siyang ma-expand. All this ay nagpakahirap ako sa bilog eh. So, that's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.